Didn't you sit down and decide what you were going to do before you wrote a check?
No, we didn't. It happened very...
Oh my god! This just confirmed what I just thought. They just bought this place with no plan. They have no clue. They don't know what they're doing. With no experience, why did they think this was a good idea? What's up guys, it's your boy Alan again, back with another video. And today, we're gonna watch another episode of Bar Rescue. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And let's go check this out.
This bar, the holding company, located in the Embarcadero Center, which is in the middle of the financial district. And the Embarcadero complex is 3 million square feet. It has roughly 17...
I'm curious, this is a very, this is the financial district of San Francisco. So there's a lot of money here. The location alone should be a gold mine. So I'm wondering what they're doing wrong.
15,000 employees in it. So its market is built right over it.
There definitely has to be some problems then. Why wouldn't people come in the same building?
Yeah, there's a lot of options in that area. And if you're right in the middle of all these offices and businesses and you can't even get that clientele to come, then the food probably sucks because San Francisco is a food city, all right? You can get really, really good food at a dive bar. So the competition is very tough and San Franciscans, we're very picky eaters.
It's all about lunch and happy hour. You know that, Tiffany's downtown bars,
Yeah.
right? The late night is next to nothing. The weekends are next to nothing. The four sisters of this bar bought it.
Sisters? Oh my god. Please don't tell me, another family-run bar?
Bought it 9 months ago. They lost $6,000.
9 months ago? They just bought this place and it's already failing? It's not even a year in. See, this is why you don't work with your relatives. You know, it sounds like a good idea. You know, but this isn't 1970 anymore. Like, owning a bar has now become very, very specialized. You need to hire experienced people. Not your relatives, not your friends, not your partners. You should only hire qualified and experienced people.
Hours last month. One of them, Marissa, owns another bar successfully for 11 years, a small bar.
Okay, I guess one person has experience, 11 years, but I'm wondering if this bar is in San Francisco because owning a small bar outside of a big city, it's way different than owning a small bar inside of a big city. As I mentioned before, it isn't just about having experience, but it's about having relevant experience.
And then there's 3 sisters, Danielle, Riona, and Natalie, that have no industry experience.
Okay, I understand why they would hire the one sister who has experience, but why would she agree to work with 3 of her sisters that have no experience? The chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And when 3 of those links have no experience, who thought of this? Why did they think it was a good idea?
Tiffany and Mia enter the Embarcadero Center, a 30-story mixed-use complex housing 27 floors of offices, 3 floors of commercial space.
Oh my god. This is why, you know, this place the food must be horrible. You have all these offices right above you, and you can't even convince them to eat at your place, even though you're in the same building.
So when I think about this bar, is its reputation as good as it was a few years ago?
No, it's not. The brand has gone downhill. It's borderline mediocrity.
Okay, so he is familiar with this place. It sounds like the decrease in quality is only recent. I mean, we just learned that these 4 sisters bought this place 9 months ago. So maybe it was doing really well before that, and then the new ownership just kind of destroyed the reputation.
There it is, the holding company.
Look at the signage. American Saloon. But yet there's another logo that has an Irish clover.
So they don't...
Identity crisis. I know these 4 sisters are Irish, so maybe they try to bring that heritage to the bar. But your sign still says saloon, and for 40 years, that's what the sign says. So if you want to continue this bar's legacy, don't change too much. And if you really want to, you know, change a lot, then you should probably change the name and change the identity and complete overhaul it together if you want to start from scratch.
I have another business in the Mission.
Hi.
She has another bar in the Mission, so that's a pretty busy neighborhood. I wonder which bar it is, because I lived in that neighborhood before.
Good, how are you?
So there's Marissa. Look at her sitting there having a drink and not working at all.
Are you gonna join me in a cocktail?
I know that they said She has 11 years experience. But don't sit at the bar next to customers. That is so unprofessional. And you shouldn't be drinking. I've worked in places where we don't allow the employees to sit at the bar, even when they're not on the clock.
You come here often?
I own the place.
Oh.
Good, we know that now.
I thought they sat next to her because to talk about the bar, they, by random chance, they unknowingly sat right next to the owner.
Very hard to drink because it was so acidic.
I can see now that cocktail isn't right.
Is that supposed to be a cosmopolitan? It looks like a daiquiri almost.
Look at her face.
Yeah, the cranberry juice shouldn't be that opaque. Like, that's definitely not a Cosmo.
It was strawberries and water.
That's like a glass of jam.
That's what it looks like. It looked like strawberry puree. Did she accidentally make a strawberry daiquiri? Is that what happened? Especially in the financial district. Dude, not only are we picky eaters, a lot of the clientele here are very, very familiar with classic cocktails. Like, there's no excuse to be in this area and not know how to make a cosmopolitan. Getting confused with a strawberry daiquiri.
Okay, mac and cheese.
It's gonna get in here.
This bull crap is just cheese, sauce, and noodles.
But as you continue eating, you have that like flour left in your mouth.
Dude, that looks like it's a microwavable cheese and pasta. It doesn't look like it was baked together. And if there is raw flour, then it probably was microwaved and wasn't cooked properly.
And then of course it's soup.
It's definitely runny.
This Cobb salad looks...
Oh my god, please don't tell me that's canned chicken. Why does a chicken look like that?
By now, I'm pretty sure you figured out that...
Yeah. We're here with Jon Taffer. He asked us to come, try a few things, have a few drinks.
Why is she still sitting and drinking? She should be asking them, hey, what do you think of our food? Please help us. Like, is there anything, recommendations on what constructive criticism? But she's sitting there knowing that they're the bar rescue recon, and she's not even responsive. Not even paying attention to them, you know, being disgusted and talking about the food and drinks.
Who was she? Oh, no, not a fan.
Bar rescue.
Take control.
Stop. Take control about what? I don't even know how to make that drink properly. I didn't.
You don't know how to make a cosmo... Why? Because it's one of the most common drinks. So it wasn't the fact that she accidentally made a strawberry daiquiri. She was just making it up as she went along. Come on, like, how do you not know make a Cosmo, like San Francisco? This is a cocktail community. You can't be making drinks like this and think you can get away with it.
Can you watch the food go now? What do you think? Why are you playing dumb for? I mean, I can't watch everything that goes out from the day. Damn it.
You work in the... You're the... owners, why are you not looking at what's going out? And one sister drinking at the bar. How are you gonna manage a place if nobody is watching the guests?
There's recipes for the cocktails, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have it up by the register.
It doesn't say quantities.
Yes, no,
It
yes,
doesn't-
no.
Just
It is,
ingredients,
it doesn't say
but no
quantities.
quantities.
There's no quantities.
So
right
everyone's
up there.
making...
There's no recipes. It's just the ingredients with no measurements. This is insane. They don't even know how to make anything. It's just, there's randomly throwing the ingredients together, not measuring anything. A cocktail, before you shake it, is about 3 to 4 ounces. There's not a lot of space for error.
Quantities written up there.
So no consistency.
This is very like taste.
Well, I mean, that's who we chose to friggin' make the drink. I've never tasted
now
media
is your
that way.
time to shine. My thing is, we have more.
Dude, they can't even... well, this sounds like they have no strategy. There's like bumbling around, no agreement on how service should be run, no agreement how the drink should look or taste. This is why you don't work with your relatives if they don't have any experience. And the one sister that does have experience isn't even paying attention because she's on the bar drinking with the customers.
I just wished one of you would step up and stand behind the bar and make them a drink that they like.
Because we don't even know the same.
Aye.
Why didn't you go behind the bar?
Want to do that?
All they're doing is arguing with each other.
Natalie, please.
Dude, how many times do you need to taste that drink before you know that... You guys already agree that the drink is not made right. You don't need to keep tasting it.
I've only ever tasted Matt's cocktails and they're good. Matt knows how to make.
I can't understand
This
that.
is ridiculous.
Called by rescue for a reason.
Dude, they're wasting so much time just arguing over this one drink, okay? We know this drink is made wrong. Let's move on.
Perhaps the saddest looking Cobb salad I've ever seen.
The chicken was all congealed. It wasn't flavorful. I had bad lettuce in my salad. I wouldn't serve it like that.
Jesus, there's one thing that you gotta make sure, it's the greens. It's a salad. All you have to do is make sure they're not wilted or rotten or bruised or oxidized. I mean, the greens, you don't have to cook it. All you do have to chop it up and make it look nice.
You know that you need to change some things. You know what needs to be fixed. So why didn't you guys take the steps to do that?
If we make these huge changes, all these people, are they still gonna come?
What are all these?
Who? Where are the people? They've left. You bought this place 9 months ago, and whatever you did, they left. There's no one here. And this is the Embarcadero. It's right next to the financial district. It's right next to the pier. There's plenty of other options. These sad-looking Cobb salads, Cosmos that are more like a strawberry daiquiri than the classic recipes. Do these sisters ever just walk around and try out the different restaurants around this area to see what they're competing against?
We all have ideas. We all want, like, our thing, and we constantly talk about this.
But don't you think that if you were giving out a better product, you would be seeing more money?
Unfortunately, I don't agree with that 100%.
None of you guys have experience. And the one person experience, like I said, doesn't sound like she runs a restaurant of this volume and size. And you have another sister running the bar who doesn't even know how to make a Cosmo. Who thought this was a good idea to do this? Why did these 4 sisters think it was a good idea to buy a bar when 3 of the sisters have no experience at all?
And I got 4 sisters who are full of excuses. Rather than having an open mind, they're defending mediocrity.
That was not an impressive first experience.
I'm just being honest.
Are they just mad at her criticism? Have they not seen the show? There's no way you can defend that kind of food and drink. Like, it doesn't even look good. And the bartender who made the drink admits that she doesn't know what she's doing, so how can you defend that?
Embarrassing. We can't even have a staff. We can't even have a 4-way meeting.
Been in the business a long time.
You have, but you haven't been in this business.
Yeah, not this area.
This doesn't sound like a productive conversation.
They're just arguing all day. This is not helping. They're just bickering over small things. And these small things should have been addressed before they even bought this place. It's like they came in with no plan.
I'm not sure you guys can run this right. You guys spend so much time fighting amongst each other, it's tough to even grasp what the problem is here.
We know that this place can work.
Why?
Yeah, it's like you can't figure out what the problem is when the main problem is that they didn't have a plan. It's like when you have a plan and it doesn't work, at least you know what you can change. But it just looks like they're just winging it.
No, we're very hard-working sisters.
You're hardworking, but you're not working together. Didn't you sit down and decide what you were going to do before you wrote a check?
No, we didn't. It happened very...
Oh my god! This just confirmed what I just thought. They really didn't... They just bought this place with no plan. They don't have any grasp of idea what concept they want this place, what kind of food they want, what kind of cocktails, what kind of beer. No plan. They just bought a random place in this building that's such a good location, but it doesn't matter because even if people have money, they're still gonna be very picky eaters and drinkers. They have no clue. They don't know what they're doing. 9 months, they still haven't thought, like before they even bought this place, they had no plan. With no experience, why did they think this was a good idea?
Very, very fast.
But we had a lot of ideas. We had a lot of ideas.
Yeah, we had a lot of ideas.
Well, you had ideas, you had ideas, you had ideas, and you had ideas, but you didn't have common goals and ideas, did you?
Yeah, just like a mess of different random ideas. Like whose idea was to put that Irish pub sign in this 40-year-old American saloon? Like, what was the reason for that?
Would you do me a favor? See how long it takes for you to get your food out, okay? Just start a stopwatch. Because you know in the lunch business, I got to get you in and out in 45 minutes or I'm screwed, right?
Yeah, or we're gonna get fired.
Well,
yeah, probably less than that. Some places you got to get in and out 30 minutes.
Burger, medium rare.
Go the weeds. What's your ideal for ticket time?
I would like it to be kept at 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes for lunch?
Yeah.
How long do you think?
It's 15. Like I said before, some people's lunch breaks are only 30 minutes long, and that doesn't include the time that it takes to go there. Like literally you clock out and clock in within 30 minutes. If your food takes 15 minutes, you already spent half your lunch break waiting for your food. And that doesn't even count the time that you take to look at the menu, have the server take the order, ring it in. That's 15 minutes is way too long for lunch service.
How long do you think people have for lunch?
40 minutes, and that's from start to finish.
Are you kidding me? Is she really that out of touch? They're out of touch. They don't even know their clientele. Even though I work from home a lot, I don't even give myself 40 minutes for my lunch break.
Would you like another glass?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
No. Can I get some hams here?
So we're 15 minutes on that first ticket, no?
Is that for my table?
No, it's not for your table.
How do you not know where to run their food? There's the table numbers are on the. Are you guys not looking at the tickets?
Their food and get out of here in a half hour. We're dead.
Right.
Where am I going?
You're going to... Guys, too many questions right now.
That's a sad-looking plate.
Are you kidding me? That's the dish? I know kids who can cook food that looks better than that. That looks like you can make that at home. Really, a grilled chicken breast, rice, and some steamed vegetables. You're not even gonna put garnish?
Does this look like you want to serve that?
It looks fatty.
Look. If I didn't say anything, would it be served?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
This is not the quality that's going to make you guys...
That is so sad. That looks like just cafeteria. Are they putting any effort to make this food look good? This is a very, very wealthy neighborhood. People have better options.
So there's no real systems in here.
This is your burger here.
My well-done burger. That's a patty, man. This is my burger, yeah?
Is this a
How
patty?
come they don't know what food is theirs or not? Nobody's looking at the tickets?
Abilities and run this place better.
F5 running on 20 minutes.
What's your time on that ticket?
Nearly 35, 40 minutes.
35, 40 minutes. That guest's lunch break is almost already done, and the food didn't even come out yet. That means they have like 5 minutes to eat and hopefully make it back to work.
Somebody not gonna make it to work on time.
Marcos, I need you to back me up. You want to run this to B2, please? Marcos!
This is unacceptable. This is the financial district. Your lunch is where you make a lot of money. You need to get these people their food so they can go back to work.
You all right?
No, not really.
So how long did it take?
26.
26 minutes. Come on.
26 minutes for soup and sandwich. The soup, it's already made. Why did it take so long to come out?
Today sucked. It was freaking awful. Ticket time, quality, speed. If you don't get lunch right, there is nothing else. Do you understand that? Do you have a general manager?
Nobody has type.
No.
And you...
No general manager? They know that they don't have management. What? How are you gonna run a place with no general manager? There's no structure here.
Somebody has to step up and be a freaking leader.
I've been in this industry since I came over here at 21 years old.
What the do?
I also believe in these three, and I believe in
You're
this whole
standing
crew.
next to three sisters who failed.
Nobody cares about what you believe in. This is a business. You have to execute. You need a plan. You don't even have a plan. There's no structure. You don't even have a general manager. Whose job is it to lead the team? Like, no wonder why everyone's arguing. You don't have a hierarchy. There's no structure here.
You've never been in this business before, right? Your opinion means Have you been in this business before? Your opinion means the only person with any success here doesn't have the authority to do a damn thing.
That's crazy. Like, you would think that the only sister that has experience, they would put her as a general manager. You have 3 inexperienced sisters, never worked in a restaurant before. Like, how do they expect to survive with no experience, no structure, nothing, no plan?
Nobody has stepped up as a manager. Nobody has assigned management responsibilities. Nobody has put in the systems and procedures to make you successful. How many of you worked here before the sisters bought the bar? When you look at the old owners...
Wow. You have somebody who worked here in the previous ownership. Why aren't they asking him for advice on how to run this place? Because it was doing well before.
And the new owners, what's the difference?
So they have their systems in place.
This is the first that I've heard that he didn't think that we were backing him up.
Lots of times, did you tell me to do one thing, and then Marisa comes along and tells me not to.
So they're not even consistent. This is where the confusion comes from. The owners can't even agree on each other. So how the bartenders, even the experienced people who were working here before, don't even know who they should be listening to.
So one tells you one thing, another tells you the other?
Yes.
Marissa, who owns your other bar with you?
Just me.
Who makes decisions?
Me.
You can't take their concept and make it work here. It's completely
Doesn't matter. She has experience. 11 years. That's what they said, right? These 3 sisters have no experience. Yeah, maybe you can't take that concept and bring it over, but some concepts of restaurants are principles. They don't change when you go to a different bar, when you go to a different restaurant, right? These fundamentals of how these restaurants run, it's a business in the end.
You have 3 people second-guessing your decisions. You're not even going to believe that your decision is a good one. It's hard when there's 4 people.
If you...
Yeah, especially if those are your relatives, your sisters. They don't give you the authority, even though you're the only one with experience. And why would they doubt her? She's the only person who has ever done this before. And she's done it for a very long time. Them undermining her obviously is going to make her lose confidence too.
I need an alternative.
And you know,
Shut up and listen! The four of you having four different opinions has to end. You understand that? Because if you thought lunch was hard, we have a happy hour stress test in an hour.
Wow. They have another stress test. 2 stress tests in one day, and the first stress test went horribly wrong. And now you have happy hour, which is also has its own time constraints as well. Like, they better learn how to get along quick.
Production, let's go!
3/4 lemon, blackberry syrup, and gin.
How many whiskey drinks do you need?
I need 3 of them.
I'm gonna make 4. Guys, do you guys want to order some?
Why is she making more than... she making drinks ahead before they're ordering? You can't do that. You gotta make them to order. Otherwise, they won't be fresh.
Filling is what we need.
All right. You should be making it in the mixing glass, not in the tin. Ice it and go.
How are we doing?
We're not off to a good start.
Do they not have any bartending experience? How do you not know how to build a drink in a shaker?
As soon as the order comes in, I want you to drop it immediately.
We're 24 drinks behind.
24 drinks behind. They've only been open for a few minutes. This is like less than 30 minutes in.
They're crashing and burning.
So this is unbelievable. They can't make more than 2 drinks at a time.
No, they can't.
They have no glassware.
And half of the glassware is on the top of the bar. No one is cleaning off the bar top.
Oh my God. If there's... I don't care how busy you are. If there's one thing that you can do is bussing. All right? Bus the dirty plates. Bus dirty glassware. And now look, they don't have glasses to bring the next round of drinks. And now you have dirty drinks everywhere. Just bust. It doesn't take that much work. If you're just walking around, you drop off a drink, drop off a dish, and you see a dirty glass there, dirty plate, just grab that on the way back. Get those dishes washed.
Who still doesn't have a drink? Whoa!
Top of the bar.
We've been open almost a half hour. Would you come back here waiting this long for a drink?
It's not even half an hour yet, and they're out of glasses.
You want me to remake these?
So we're still tending bar.
So she won't leave.
So you just won't leave the bar?
I am. I was on the floor. I ran over to the beach.
All right. Managers should also not be bartending. You have enough bartenders, all right? Like, we know that the glassware right now is an issue. Get out of the bar. Start busting the glasses so you can wash them so your bartenders can make more drinks. Especially when you have 20 plus drinks behind right now. Make sure all the guests are okay. You know, follow up on all of them.
She's not running the kitchen. She's not doing any of the things that a manager should do.
She's making the silver fizzes. I'm gonna make the Brambos.
Guys, you don't start another ticket until one ticket is complete. You should not be...
First in, first out. Like, you gotta take the orders in order, all right? It doesn't matter if you have one ticket, order the Bramble, and then the 5th ticket also order a Bramble. That 5th ticket also ordered a beer. If you make tickets ahead of what is supposed to be, you might have one drink that might come out in time, but you completely ignored all the other drinks on that ticket. They need to come out in the order that they're ordered.
By jumping to another ticket and making 12 of one thing, the other drinks are dying in the window. Those Brambles have been sitting here for like 5 minutes. They're completely diluted. I don't want to send those out. I want her to make them again.
Yeah, see what happened. People just, because you're making the drinks out of order, the servers didn't know that, so they're not running the drinks out. They're like, why is this drink here? I just put this order in. And they're dying when they're sitting out there because the servers are trying to run the drinks in the order that they're putting them in too.
She won't leave the bar. If you want to learn to be bartenders, then I'll leave, and I'll leave Mia here for you. If you guys want to learn to be owners and managers, then get the hell out of the bar. And I'm going to leave. Okay. If you don't leave that bar, I'm going to...
Why does she keep coming back to the bar? You're trying to learn how to manage, right? They don't need any more bartenders, all right? And let's say the drinks are not coming out in time. Too many people behind the bar sometimes will slow the service down even more. Yeah, just make sure that the guests are happy. Like, just saying hi and checking up on them sometimes means a lot.
You didn't manage anything. All you want to do is tend bar.
Isn't that what a manager does? Jumps in when
necessary? No! A manager...
No! You're just getting in the way. This is why you gotta have a structure. Okay, so sometimes I worked in a lot of places where sometimes I'm a lead, sometimes I manage, and sometimes I bar back. And yeah, sometimes I do bar back because we're short-staffed, all right? And sometimes I serve, depending on what the needs are for that day. And a lot of places now are having their bartenders serve as well. And when the bartenders are serving, we don't go behind the bar. That day, when we're assigned as a server, we are a server. We only take care of the floor. We don't step behind the bar. On the days that I managed, that I do admin, I don't jump behind the bar, okay? Because that day, I'm not supposed to bartend. And this is why, if you're a manager, don't jump behind the bar, right? You're getting in the way. This is why it's important to have properly defined job functions. Otherwise, you're just following where the wind blows, and then too much noise, you lose your focus on what you're trying to do, what you're supposed to do.
Are you guys ready to see your bar?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very true.
You like it?
Yes.
Patriot House.
Yeah, I'm glad they changed the name. That 40-year-old name, you know, it has its time, it has its legacy, but they're going a different direction, so this makes a lot more sense.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh, it looks so gorgeous.
Wow. Oh my God. That is...
Yeah, I liked how they just retouched everything. The previous design was actually not that bad, but they just modernized it just a little bit. Still keeps a lot of its previous infrastructure.
I tell you, it's really nice.
You like?
Yes, gorgeous.
Can't you picture all of these people from upstairs really embracing this?
Yeah, look how this place is the right size too. I mean, all those offices upstairs, especially with this new modern look. A lot of those office workers, they're gonna be really, really excited about this place.
I changed the furniture layout in here. Now, this is an event space. I want to show you the main bar.
That's very smart. These event spaces and these offices, very, very popular, especially you could rent it out for private lunches, for meetings, or corporate Christmas parties.
It all starts right here, doesn't it? This is one of the most beautiful bars I've ever seen. This bar had great bones. And then
Yep, I agree. Like I said, it looked pretty good to begin with. They didn't have to do much except just retouch some of the things. They didn't really need to do that much to the bar.
We're to go, we're to go. Yeah!
Went to the correct table, yeah?
How we doing?
The last ticket came in at what time? 8:30?
Shoot, we're still under 5 minutes. Great job.
Man, that's a huge, huge improvement. I mean, they went from expecting 15 minutes ticket times to 5 minutes. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out these other videos as well. And please leave on a comment section on what videos I should react to next. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.